Hello everybody and welcome to JJ Gaming and Things. Today we're going to be doing another educational thing. We're going to be looking at how to calculate average speed, velocity, and acceleration. So we're going to start with average speed. Average speed is total distance over total time. Let's look at an example first. A car has traveled 200 miles in 5 hours. So the total distance is 200 miles over, and then the total time, which is 5 hours. So, of course, the over symbol here, the line, means divide. So 200 divided by 5 equals 40. So the average speed of this trip is 40 miles per hour. Okay, now you can try one on your own. I'm going to give you an example. There's a train which is going on a trip across Illinois. It goes 125 miles in 5 hours. Very slow train. It should be a tour bus, wouldn't it? Yeah. Tour bus seems more realistic. We're going to stop here. We're going to look at this amazing monument. So yes, a tour bus travels 125 miles in 5 hours on the tour. Find the average speed of the trip. I'll pause and figure it out. I'll figure it out. Alright, so if you did that correctly, you should have gotten, let's do it together first. So 125 over 5 equals, what are you thinking in your mind? What are you thinking? You should have gotten 25. So be 25 miles per hour. Okay, now we're going to look at velocity. Velocity is the speed of an object in a given distance. So there are 3 things that can change velocity. They are an increase of speed, or acceleration, a decrease of speed, or negative acceleration or deceleration, or change in direction. Let's look at how to calculate it. You need to find the speed of an object. It could be average speed, it could be instantaneous speed, it could be any kind of speed. So I'm going to do average speed in this since we just learned how to do that. So it's going to be total distance over total time plus Direction. Direction isn't actually a number, but it does work very similar. You're going to add the direction towards the end. So we already know how to do that. So if we go back to our tour bus example, we would have 125 miles over 5 hours. And now we're going to add the direction. Say we're going from Savannah, Illinois to Chicago. 125 miles, you'd be going east. So the direction is east. So what do you think it would be? Pause, figure it out. Okay, so the velocity of this object would be almost 25 miles per hour east. It's that simple. It's pretty easy to find velocity. Now we're going to look at acceleration. This is the hardest one of the three that we are looking at. So the equation for acceleration is final speed minus beginning speed over time. Okay, we're going to use roller coasters for this. So a roller coaster starts moving at the top of a hill, starts moving at 10 meters per second. When it reaches the bottom of the hill, it is going 25 meters per second, and it took it 3 seconds to do that. So let's set up our equation. We have final speed, which in this case is 25 meters per second, minus the beginning speed, which was 10 meters per second, over time, which in this case was 5 seconds. No, it's 3. Was it 5? We're going to do 3. You can save them for that, probably. Anyway, so 25 minus 10 is 15. So now we have a whole new equation. We have 15 meters per second over 3 seconds. Now, what you're wondering is, well, JJ, there's already a second in the meters per second. So when we do 15 divided by 3, we get 5. But the label for this is, for this one would be 5 meters per second, or 5 meters per second squared. I like to use the meters per second squared because it is much easier to write and much easier to remember. Less confusing in my mind as well. Alright, so why don't you guys try one? So I'm going to write this down. I'm going to be find the acceleration of the car that is accelerating from 15 meters per second to 25 meters per second in 2 seconds. Figure this one out.